Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to DCS. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Spitfire module, a old but gold module if you will. I think this came out back in 2017, but it's a fan favorite nonetheless, and we're going to be taking a look at it for the first time on this channel. We have the clipped wing variant, obviously noted by the clipped wings on either side. A little bit better roll maneuverability with a clipped wing variant, but a little bit less stable if I remember correctly. And that really nice black three-bladed propeller. So we're going to do our standard review, kind of transitioning from the flight sim reviews, looking at textures, listening to sounds around the cockpit, and then obviously we're going to get the aircraft up and airborne and see how she flies. So without further ado, let's begin. So starting straight away with textures, I do want to keep the mindset that this aircraft is from 2017 while doing this, so we're not going to see like heat blur F-14 levels of graphics or anything like that. But all in all, I think the aircraft does look pretty good, all things considered. There is a little bit, if I unpause here, slowly scrolling, you can see a little bit of detessellation, I guess would be the right term, on the fuselage, as well as on the wings. That prop, though, that prop looks good. I mean, this is closer than you're ever going to be. That prop looks damn good. So we'll give it that. Spinner's a little bit more in the fuselage range, but all in all, I think it's a very respectable aircraft for its age. 2017 was a lifetime ago in the life cycle of modules, so nonetheless, this came out, it definitely was a very, very good aircraft, and so much has changed in DCS. We've seen DCS World 2.8 since then as well. Love the sunshine on the fuselage. This is with my EMB on. If I turn it off, it looks still pretty good, all things considered. Oh, that looks better. So we're going to run with that today. Taking a look at the cockpit from the outside. It's your standard 2D textures all around. I can see my pilot as I move my stick there. He moves his stick. Doesn't look like we get any additional movement with the rudder pedals. Let's go up and stop. Straight down in there. We get a little bit of movement with the rudder pedals. Does that fuel transfer? Let's see if we get any throttle. So we got prop, throttle. Nothing on the prop or the throttle. If I hop inside and turn on, that's a really big, obvious thing to see. Yeah, that doesn't even model the little fuel petcock for the fuel shutoff, but it's okay. Like I said, a 2017 era aircraft. It is a joy to fly, though. So let's take a listen to some of the sounds inside here. As usual, I'm going to go ahead and excuse my track IR for a second. I'm turning up the sim. We're back. And we'll take a listen to some of the sounds in the cockpit. I'm going to go ahead and shut up, let you guys listen.
Springfield 1, airborne.
Okay, and with our admittedly kind of lackluster soundscape of the aircraft over with, and slightly more British weather, let's go ahead and run through a startup in the Spitfire. It's actually relatively easy. First thing we're going to do is turn on our fuel and tank pressure. Then I'm going to fight with track IR for a little bit. So we're going to close the radiator. Turn on the fuel pump. Cowl flap is off. That's what we want. Let's get a little bit of cockpit lighting in here too as well. Then we'll go prop to full, crack our throttle. Max can come hot. Then we're going to prime. Then you've got our starter and boost switches there. We're going to go ahead and hold those till the engine kicks over. And then as the engine kicks over, we're going to introduce fuel. That's it. That's your startup in the Spitfire complete. Go ahead and recage our primer. Close those shutters, and then we'll wait for oil temp to come up before we take off. Alright, a little bit of a warm-up later, and the weather has shifted on us as well. We've got a little bit of temp in the oil, I think enough to at least taxi out, so I'm going to go ahead and throttle back here. Open up that radiator flap, then throttle up. Taxiing of this aircraft is the exact same as the Mosquito. You're going to use differential rudder combined with the squeeze brake down there to position your aircraft. So for those of you who struggle with differential braking, myself included sometimes, it's going to be a little bit easier to maneuver the Spit. Alright, out on the active, you can see we've got a pretty aggressive cross/tailwind. We're going to give the Spitfire a real challenge here for taking off. No promises it's going to go well for us. All our temps are in the green. Oil temps up now. Radiator temps got some indications, so we should be good to go flying here. Let's get fanned out into the wind. We'll slowly start adding some throttle here. Oh, she is not liking this. Dragging a wing, I think. Pretty sure we're dragging a wing. Dragging the other wing, that's fine. But hey, I think we're airborne. No, we're not. Alright, shake and bake on the takeoff, but we are airborne. Let's go ahead and bring in the gear. Reset track IR. Start trimming out the airplane. We have both elevator and rudder trim available to us. Obviously not the most realistic conditions favoring a takeoff. Don't see the Mozzie down there. See on the far end? I assume there it is. So Mosquito's going to come out and play with us for a little bit here. We'll get slowed down slightly. Trimming out the airplane best as we can. It's pretty good there, I think. All right, Mosquito on our 6. Let's see if he can keep up. Big high G pull to start. Pointed across. But I do love the handling of the Spit. It's not the most forgiving aircraft out there, but it's good enough. I mean, if you're comfortable with, if you're comfortable with tail draggers or World War II aircraft, this aircraft should be relatively easy to fly and manage. We'll say I love the soundscape of the Merlin. Who doesn't love a good Merlin whizzing by? Let's hear three of them at the same time, huh? They've completely lost the field. My aerobatic stunts. Reined in. Oh! Okay, so that's the I think it's time for a landing. Did you guys see that? My gosh. So I'm going to go ahead and try and nav back to the field here and see if I can or not. And landing a little mosquito, trying to keep up with us back there. Nearly colliding with us. And I'll go ahead and do a windsock check. So we're coming over here. Mosquito's still back there hanging out. Winds. Straight up and down the runway. Cool. Alright, so let's pull some power out here. Mosquito, you're going to need to RTB there, friend. Caught some weight there. Let's drop the gear. Got a little bit of power to compensate. Oh, we're high. Flaps coming down. To fight her all the way in here. Let's go power idle. Drop to max condition. A little bit bumpy on the way in. Getting a little bit of side slip. This probably would be a go around in the real world. There's a little bump. And I think we're dragging a wing. We are. It's an aileron toasted. Love to see it. We're here for it. The Supermarine Spitfire, everyone. Completing some formula drifts with our broken aileron. But that is going to do it for this video, you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. And as always, take it easy.